Hey everyone, welcome back to the Ski Summit Show. Today we got a quick look at what's happening in Summit County, including a local fun event. A new Colorado bill could impact property near schools and a fast market update. So stay tuned, we'll show you that, plus a new featured listing for this week that you won't want to miss.
Ever dreamed of living in the heart of the Colorado mountains? Join me, Matt Dayton, Breckenridge native, Olympian, and mountain real estate expert. Here on the Ski Summit Show, we dive into everything you need to know about buying, investing, and living in iconic ski towns like Breckenridge, Frisco, and Keystone. From mountain real estate trends to investment opportunities, we bring you on the inside to help you make the most of your mountain life.
Welcome to the Ski Summit Show, episode number 154, your go-to source for Colorado mountain news and real estate updates. Keep you informed with what's going on. I got Benji. Hey Benji, how you doing, buddy?
How you doing? I love the colors there, gold and orange.
I know, it's like, it's more fallish. I kind of feel like
I mean, it looks great.
Look like a pumpkin. I got a vest on though, so I'm ready for a narrow cold front.
You know.
So what do we got going on this week?
All right. The first thing I've got coming up is what's happening in Summit County. And today we're talking about Summit Splitfest 2026. I have no idea what this is.
Yes, it's a little bit of a confusing title. So we got this kind of a kickoff hosted by Weston Snowboards for split boards is what we got.
The heck is a split board?
It's a snowboard that turns into skis. So basically the reason why it turns into skis is so that you can go up the mountain with them. So snowboard splits in half, bindings go from sideways on the snowboard to straight on both the skis so they can reconfigure. And then you've got a climbing skin on the bottom of the ski so that you can go up the mountain, you get to the top and you put everything back together, you put the board back together, bindings back on sideways, and you go snowboarding down the mountains. So they're kind of a really cool thing. So
are you a split boarder? Do you have a split board?
I do not. Might have to go that route a little bit because my youngest Anders is getting into snowboarding. He wants to snowboard. So we'll see. She'll see. But I know how to snowboard. It's been a while, maybe 20 years, but I know how to do it.
It looks like ticket prices start around $99 for the all access pass. This is 3 to 5 days or no, it's a 3-day thing.
Yeah, I think it'd be a lot of fun. It's sponsored by sponsored by the Outer Range Brewery in Frisco. Yeah. Great brewery. CAIC, that's Colorado Avalanche Information Center. That's one of those things we rely on to help keep us safe in the backcountry, avoid avalanches. They got a bunch of other sponsors, some climbing skin sponsors. Should be pretty fun. Opportunity to kind of meet some people that do the same thing you do. If you're into split boarding or if you're interested in learning more about it or getting into it, this would be the place to go.
Very cool. Sounds like a good time. I don't know if I could trust a snowboard with a split down the middle of it.
I've not tried one, but I think they're pretty reliable. I got a lot of friends that use them, so I have not heard of any major malfunctions.
Well, that's cool. The next thing I've got coming up is the news for ski news. It looks like there's a new bill that's been signed for housing zoning exemptions. What's going on with this one?
All right, yeah, so we got this new bill in Colorado that just got signed. I've already had people asking, and the big question is can schools now sell land and build housing next to where they are? A lot of folks have their property next to school land. There's about 200 plus acres of school owned land in Summit County. So that's what's going through and making the headlines.
So it sounds like schools are about to start selling off land everywhere?
Not exactly. So this bill actually does is it allows schools and nonprofits and some government agencies to build housing on land that they already own. And in some cases, they can even do it on land that wasn't originally zoned for housing.
So like apartments next to the school?
You know, they could potentially, but we're not talking about like soccer fields getting turned into condos. This is mostly aimed at using underutilized extra acreage, unused parcels, especially near towns. You know, they're not going to be able to build in wetlands, for example, where there's some school stuff in the wetlands. So, but this is why people are paying attention. The law reduces how much local control that towns have to say no to some of these projects.
So that's where the concern comes in. I was thinking there for a second. I'm off the script, but I'm thinking that they were going to put in like luxury ski condos next to the elementary, so the school makes a lot of money.
There is some, probably not, but there
Okay.
is like some flexibility read into this that they could sell some school land to fund these projects. So what those, what different developments could go into that. So there's still some unknowns here, but certainly groups like the Colorado Municipal League are pushing back, saying this takes local control and applies to a one-size-fits-all rule across different communities. So that could shift things up a little bit.
So, I mean, Summit County is pretty different than Denver, obviously.
Yeah, 100%. So one of the concerns they're saying is just because housing doesn't necessarily mean it's truly affordable. We're going to look at what this means for our owners. If you own property near a school, this doesn't necessarily mean that building's going to come and happen right away, or that it will even happen. But it does mean that land is more likely to be considered for housing than it was before.
So should folks up there be worried, or?
I wouldn't say should be worried, but I would say aware. Some cases things could get changed in what gets built near you. In other cases that it could actually help community by creating housing for local teachers and workers. So this is pretty important, definitely something we need to bring quality teachers and retain quality teachers in our school system. The housing is the major bottleneck. So, it's one more stab at Colorado taking us at this housing shortage. And like most things in real estate, there's winners, there's trade-offs, and we're just going to have to see things play out differently, but it could change up some neighborhoods a bit.
This is interesting, so I think we're going to keep our eye on it. This could be fun. I don't know.
We always do. We'll keep watching.
All right. Well, that takes us into the market in a minute. And here we go. Let me get my head out of the way.
Yeah, a little monthly sales and pricing action here for you. So the February is what we're looking at here. Number of sales were 82. That was down 1.2% of the number of sales. This one, total sales volume, dollar volume, actually down 21%. So average sales price down 20%. So that kind of correlates right there. And the price per square foot number is actually up a little bit, now about almost 1%. So kind of tells me maybe smaller places are selling more. Generally, as you get into the bigger properties, economies of scale kick in. So price per square foot would go down with the bigger properties. So this kind of looks at our overall market activity here. So this year, number of sales, you've got at 82 and the dollar volume down at 107 million. If you look back February last year, we were right about the same as the number of sales, but the dollar volume was significantly more. So yeah, so a little bit of a change up, maybe not seeing as many of the higher end luxury properties selling. Although just this past week, saw a couple of properties in Barton Creek Reserve, right around that $5 million mark, right where we got 41 Barton Creek. Those went under contract, so it's good to see some movement and see some action in those higher end numbers.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, that moves us into our listing of the week segment. And today we are looking at 423 Wild Irishman, Unit 1010. I love the name of this street, Wild Irishman. It makes me wonder who did what.
There's a ski run called Wild Irishman as well, and I got to look up the history, but I'm sure it was somebody that was a skier that was Irish and maybe a little wild.
Wow.
Just crazy skier, I don't know. I got to look up the history on that. So here we are, Wild Irishman, nice dumpster shot. That's not actually there right now, so don't worry about that.
I was trying to get to the map view. I don't know why it put me there.
So we are pretty close to the ski resort. There's a shuttle right nearby that you can hop on, get over to the base of Mountain House pretty easily. So that's really great access. Plus you got good trail access nearby up Keystone Gulch as well. So good amenities with this one. You can see the pool there on the screen, and just a great complex. I love that it's got nice grass in the summertime. It's a pretty cool little spot. So clubhouse, pool, hot tub, sauna. This one totally remodeled. They did the kitchen. They've done the furnishings was really nice. The carpet's in great shape. stacked stone fireplace that you can see that they did. Yeah. You ever grow up with like wood burning fireplace or anything, Benji?
I'm in Arizona. We had them, but like almost every day is a no burn day. So
No, yeah. I grew up with the wood burning fireplace and great memories of that. So this one's got just that crackle, that smell. I love it. So 2 bedrooms, redone bathrooms, great little deck out there, nice views out towards the mountains, looking toward the east. That's the clubhouse. And they've redone the common areas, the hallways, the stairways, the ski lockers as well, and a great little pool area. So nice south facing there. Hot tubs, sauna, all that good jazz.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so all that for $725,000. Great list price, right in there where it should be. So I think this one's going to move pretty quick in the heart of Keystone. So coming on at the end of the ski season, but a great place for the summer. So check it out. If you want to see that one, let me know. Get you in it.
And that's all I got for this week's episode.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Ski Summit Show. Really appreciate you joining us. Give us a thumbs up and a like. Always appreciate that. We'll keep this information coming, and consider subscribing. So thanks again. Hope to see you guys in the mountains sometime soon.